TCWEEK cocktail sessions, educational and inspirational talks from experienced startup founders, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders.
So I'm founder of Dance for Healing. And first of all, I want everybody to stand up and dance with me and be happy. Get up. Okay, and we have the music ready? Okay, music please.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news talking this and that. Friends to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Okay, so how do you feel right now? Happy. See? Well, we had a big problem to solve. According to APA, 77% Americans suffer from physical symptoms due to stress, 73% psychological. I was one of them. As you heard, in 2011, I ran a marathon. But in 2012, while I was offered this full scholarship to attend Singularity University, which is known to inspire future leaders to use technology to address global grand challenges. So while I was inspired to change the world, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. It was very hard, especially for someone who's never been sick the entire life. Luckily, I have a very supportive, loving community right around me. I not only conquered cancer, and now also inspired to give back to the community that's giving me strength. Music, having long central healing powers, is also a natural trigger for dance. See, I just see that in you. And this fits the behavior design model really well, because when people get sick, they not only have a lot of physical fatigue, but also huge mental stress. And this essentially becomes a roadblock to help them heal better. When people dance, it increases serotonin, oxytocin, and make them feel happier and more trustful. And this is essential for patients who's going through the most difficult challenge in their life. Did you know dancing frequently will reduce the risk of dementia by 76%? Yeah, when I tell people, I get everybody to dance. No one want to get dementia. Yeah. Dancing is actually stronger than physical therapy and exercise alone by providing this body and mind connections, trains your left brain, the logical side. You have to calculate beats, mathematical calculation in your brain. On the right side, your body has to interpret that signal in doing artistic expression in your own style. That trains your artistic side of your brain. That's where that 76 number comes from. And also that 76 number doesn't just including structural dance, it actually includes freeform dance. Your body is naturally communicate with the music in your own style. So right now we had a program for cancer patients. Our first one started with breast cancer patients. And since I'm part of the Health Tech Women, we have a lot of women in this room. The data shows 1 out of 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. In 2012 alone, 1.7 million women were diagnosed worldwide. In a bigger standpoint, 1 out of 2 men were diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. 1 out of 3 women were diagnosed with some kind of cancer in their lifetime. The data is pretty shocking. So in our current trial program, each week we teach patients a different form of dance to help them discover one they like. Throughout the week, we created a virtual dance platform using this new technology called WebRTC. Anybody knows? Yeah. So allow you to dance at the comfort of your home, watching the videos, dance with your buddies that we recorded at the first class. On Wednesday night, we had the patient able to attend live virtual classes with the teachers. Within 4 weeks, our patient already tell us they feel stronger, happier, and more empowered. So we wanted to start from cancer. As you know, it's a little selfish for me to start with cancer, but we can expand to heart disease, Parkinson's, diabetes, Alzheimer's. All have hugely documented research to show how dance can help them. And we had a flexible business model with different revenue opportunities by providing important value proposition for all parties involved. So for healthcare companies, we help them reduce cost. For insurance companies, we will make a huge impact in terms of reduced readmissions. For pharmaceutical companies, we give them a very positive public image. For families and caregivers and patients, we give them a happier and healthier family. For dance teachers, we help them modernize their teaching and make money. For clinics, we give them an additional integrated healing tool. My background, as you mentioned, is in UX and branding design. And so I have to pee because when nature calls, you never know where you're going to be, and you may not be in the right place to answer. And we even had an urgency detector. Do you know what it does? When you shake it, it helps you find the nearest bathrooms. And do you know what I want to be when I was a little girl? I want to be a gypsy. So I can sing and dance and travel around the world. And you see how that comes a full circle? And we had a board of fantastic advisors, most notable Ian Stewart, Wired Magazine co-founder, Eric Rasmussen, who's former CEO of the TED Health Prize NGO, with an award to Larry Brennan from Google.org. Eric Fitzpatrick is a Grammy-nominated musician. And Anada was introduced me to one of my SU friends. And there's a serendipity story I haven't tell you yet. So when I was in SU, my idea is, as a geek and a nerd and a designer, so my idea is like, oh, what if my earring able to tell me I'm about to get sick? And my necklace able to tell me, hey, girl, you're too stressed. Cool down. People love the idea. I actually won the standing ovation the day after my first AR chemo and radiation at SU. But after SU, I had to put the project on hold going through my cancer treatment. And one of my best friends, who's a neurotech expert with a PhD from Cambridge, he said, Amy, I love your idea, but we had to wait for the neurotechnology to catch up in order to put the sensor in your jewelries. So May last year, while I was attending Stanford Design for Dance conference, the first time in my life, I was thinking, walking back in my room and trying to figure out how do I include dance into my initial idea, music and stress and sensor. And I received this email late at night from my ex-coworker at Yahoo, Tom, who knows that I have cancer, and he says something to inspire you. That something was a video from Anada. Her title, literally, Fighting Cancer with Dance. And she talked about how she decided to turn out of cancer and turn into dance. At the end of her presentation, she does this amazing stage performance using her foot to dance back and forth and painted a face of a goddess that giving her strength. So I was watching the video, and I was crying with happy tears. And I sent a message to Tom late at night. I said, Tom, you have some kind of weird sixth sense. Like, how did you know? Is this a calling or is this a coincidence? And Tom sent me a message back right away, and he said, I try to use my special power for good. Of course, this is a calling. Your energy is overflowing, and the whole universe heard it. So 2 weeks later, I presented Dance for Healing at Star Weekend. Yeah, so within a year, we already starting this trial program. And I kind of intentionally bootstrapping so far with my ability to able to carry a project forward for so long. But now I'm in a stage where I'm actually looking for help, both for fundings as well as for media connections. We had a crew of 8 filmmakers. Lead filmmaker, her first documentary won Emmy Award last year. So we recording the video for our dance program. We are going to push for major media release. And we're also producing a documentary on the healing power of music and dance. So I wanted to invite you to help us, especially if you are an expert in healthcare, because my background is mostly in internet technology. And I'm new to healthcare. I started this because of my own experience. So please connect us. And we also need data scientists to help us build AI algorithm, because over time, the virtual dance is just the first component that we're building. We're going to have a mobile platform. Study shows when you watch a video, it actually triggers your mirror neuron. And that promotes fast learning. And also, when you imagine your body going through the movement, even though you might be in the train or you might be in a doctor's office, you can't actually dance. But that visualization actually allows you to achieve similar physical response. And that's been practiced in the Olympic athletes. So we wanted to build a mobile platform as well to continue that healing process, mobile on the go. And over time, we wanted to gather a lot of data, both physical data as well as emotional data. And I want to feed that data to a research institute, so we're able to discover interesting patterns between music and dance and different health conditions. So when someone come in to our platform and tell us, you 35 breast cancer or any other type of health condition, we're able to say, hey, based on our user data, this is the music and dance you may like. So we need data scientists to help us build that. And I wanted to invite you to dance with me and join the party and build the most fun and cost-effective way for health. We're literally just using technology to connect and to build a platform for one of the most ancient healing methods. Thank you. So we had a little video to show for our trial program.
Last year, September, and am now a cancer survivor, and trying to learn a little bit more about myself and keep some stress away from my life and do some dancing and some support with the community.
People, and it's been a great and healing journey, and the bond we have made with each other and the bond through dance has been a blessing.
I just like the class because of the learning and the teachers and the atmosphere and the students, the participants. It was just a great class for me. I tell everybody about that class. I drag them along with me and you know, just have a good time. I wasn't sure about were you on the computer?
Uh-huh.
Virtual.
Yeah.
I like that now.
Yeah.
I just think maybe I only can dance for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But now, just see, I have some muscle here.
Yeah.
I can dance for an hour, no problem.
Yeah.
So really get my energy back.
Yeah.
I talk to everybody. I see my oncologist. I told my oncologist. They said, "Oh, it's good. Good for you. Continue it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think even after this course, I will continue to dance for sure.
Life is a series of boxes and time slots. You've got to fit them in. Music and dance dissolve the boxes and make me forget time. I want to dance more.
Before dance, I spent a lot of time outside of my body, dissociated from the body that betrayed me. And I missed her, my body. I missed feeling powerful, confident, beautiful, and healthy. I came to dance as a way to reconnect with her. Weekly dates where she and I could become one and I could trust her once again, accept the things she could do and forgive the things she couldn't. And we could fall in love with each other again.
The first time I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Sounds like a good program, but I didn't expect that it's really great. I think it's so creative. I think the most amazing thing is I met an amazing group of people. We are open-minded. We want to try new things to help us, and we take actions. We're not just sitting there, and we are determined to help each other. We are very brave, I think. We dare to express ourselves, even we know that we are not the best dancers in the world. So we are so fortunate to have all the amazing teachers. You really made a difference in our life.